Bonsoir, beauté. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy. You made it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make
I'm here. Yes. How are you? It's so good to see you, Cynthia. I haven't seen you in ages.
it. I just life.
Yes.
Everything's so fast, busy, but I'm so excited to see you. I'm so excited to see you.
I'm so happy to see you. I'm very excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy, but I am terribly nervous. So
No need. It's just like a great interview about you, who you are, all that stuff. So, it's easy. You know about yourself, so
I do, but still.
Chloe, first of all, we have a tradition, Philosophie de Comptoir.
Yes.
You get it righted. So do you have something?
I will definitely get something in a minute, and it will be sparkling water. That's all I drink.
Okay.
Morning, evening, anything else, I don't want it. Sparkling water it is.
Oh my gosh, I see people. Hi guys.
Hi guys. That's my catchphrase, isn't it? Hi guys.
Send a lot of love to Chloe.
Oh, and Cynthia.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So, well, are you ready?
I am ready. Shaking a bit, but I'm good. Let's do this.
Oh, Chloe, tell me, how is, the weather outside in London?
The weather in London, okay. From a Londoner's perspective, it is all right. It's not raining. That's one thing. It's not raining. Bonsoir, guys. Hi. It's not raining, and at the same time, it's not that cold. So, I mean, yes, of course, I'm wearing this. I was wearing a jumper and then a coat today, but now I'm home. I'm cozy. It's nice and warm. What about you? What's the weather like in Ireland?
Rain.
Is it?
Rain, and a cold. And love.
Oh my god. Okay, have we entered that winterish
period?
Look,
how do you call it? This kind of blanket.
Bless you. I'm all right. Come to London. This is it, my love. You need to come to London. That's it.
I will think about it. How was your day? I know you just come back from work, so
yeah, it was long but good. I'm home now. I'm with you. I'm gonna talk about what I do and who I am and stuff. So I'm good. What about you, my love? How's your day been?
Busy, but very excited because you are close to Christmas. So I'm just like so excited.
Do you know what? This period of the year is always amazing for me because it starts to get winterish outside, and I love it. My birthday's coming soon, and I obviously since I was a kid, birthday is approaching Christmas, and I'm always super excited. I'm just no longer a child. I'm a bit older now. I still get that sparkle in my eyes, and I'm always super excited.
Oh my god. Well, thanks very much for everyone for the wave, the hurt, everyone who's joining. So just grab a cup of tea or something. I'm grabbing tea because I'm just so cold, but tell me what you are drinking. And now we're gonna kick off in the Let's Meet Up with Chloe. So Chloe,
yes, my love.
Before we kick off, can you remind everyone here how you met up?
I mean, of course, how we met. Yes, it was an e-meeting, wasn't it? So I'm not sure exactly when you joined the app, but as far as I'm concerned, I remember it vividly. I joined Clubhouse on February the 4th this year, and since then I've never stopped being on Clubhouse. And this is where we met. We met on Clubhouse back in February, I believe, and we just clicked instantly. You were just extremely smooth and nice, and I could sense it through the phone. You were super smiley. Then we started communicating on Instagram, and here we are.
That's exactly the way it was happening.
Yeah.
It was just like straight connection. I love, the hurt. Every time we were like sending so much love, I was like, oh my god, this is such a good energy, and I was like so excited. So, after almost 1 year on Clubhouse, contrary to you, I just slowed down, but I'm still sometimes jumping on the app and just jumping on some rooms. So I was so intrigued about you, because I remember when you sending so much love, and I remember the first lesson of French, and I was like,
yes,
okay. And you have like more than how many students do you have at the moment on Clubhouse?
It depends really, but you know, Clubhouse has done this update now where you know you can whatever room you create, then you can turn the replay on. I don't know if you're familiar with this, my love, but this is new. And basically now you can, not only can you know, I mean, in my case, allow people to do the lesson at their own pace and of course in their own time thanks to the replay functionality, but also you can see how many people have entered your room. So yesterday, it's very precise, not because I'm a geek and I know my figures by heart, but because I saw it just earlier, out of, I mean, on 82 minutes of room of me teaching French, yesterday was French intermediate, I had 362 people walking in, you know, like walking in, yes, joining the room, and then, you know, left, of course, but yeah.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh, 300, wow. It's just like, it's not like a classroom anymore. It's just like
that's what I said.
Classroom in your university.
Exactly. I said, you know, I can't remember how I phrased it in my story, but I said, oh, you know, this is me when I enter my room, or should I say, mon enfant? This is it.
Exactly. Well, guys, let's kick off. So, thank you guys for joining. Thanks for the love and the wave. Keep sending some.
Oh, we love that.
A quick interview about Chloe, the amazing French teacher we all know on Clubhouse. We're gonna dig a bit more about who she is and, you know, her love, passion for teaching. So if you have some question, guys, please just send it, and at the end we will see if she can answer some question.
Of course, I see so many hearts and comments and my students saying Chloe chouchou, mais oui les chouchous. I love them so much, honestly. Hi guys. Hi guys.
Well, quick presentation, guys. So my name is Cynthia. You know, I am a podcaster, and this is my very first time having Chloe on the Einstein Live for podcast live. Can we say that?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, and this is also my first IG live, so I'm so thrilled that Chloe joined us today for this kind of new thing. So bear with me for, you know, the French accents, you know, even though I'm living abroad for like almost 4 years, but still.
Don't worry about it, girl.
So now, Chloe, can you tell us more about, you know, who you are, you know, let's go.
Yes. Where to start, my love? My name is Chloe Inez. So it's Chloe, and then there is a dash in the middle, Inez. That's my full name, yeah? I love mentioning this because some of my students call me Miss Dash, and it's the best thing. But yeah, guys, this is the truth. I'm Chloe Inez, and then there's a dash in the middle. I am 30, going on 31 years old, girl. My next birthday is in 10 days. I'm going to turn 31. I am French. I have been living in the UK for the past 11 years now. Where does the time go? And I have been teaching on the side at first for, well, as far as I can remember being in the UK, really, since 2011, I guess. It's been just over 10 years, almost 11. And yeah, this is what I do best. This is what I do the most now, and I'm loving it. So when I discovered Clubhouse, which was early Feb this year, I observed for a couple of days. By a couple of days, I mean a day and a half. Then I hosted my first room where I was, you know, just welcoming newbies myself with a little party hat. So for those of you who don't know, when you just join Clubhouse for about 7 days, I believe, you've got a little party hat next to your profile picture. So when I hosted my first room saying, hey guys, this is me, I'm going to show you how the app works. I think I had joined, you know, 2 days prior to this. And then quickly, Cynthia, I saw Clubhouse as in the platform, as an opportunity for me to teach French and broaden my, not really improve, but I had never really taught to, you know, large crowds, or at least not in a classroom. I mean, we've got to remember, guys, February 2021, at least in the UK, we were still on lockdown. So of course, I had one-to-one via Zoom. I was teaching groups and stuff, but you know, the days where I was teaching in the classroom were long gone. Anyway, I wanted to try the experiment and the experience really on Clubhouse, and I did. So I hosted my first room, French teaching room under the club Black Francophone, who were lovely and just really technically opened the room for me to do that for about a month, and then after that, just like everybody else, I was able to create my own club, which is what I did. We speak English.
Name of
my
the
club.
Can you remind the name of the club? Just
of course, of course. My Clubhouse club, because I've got one, and I mean that's the main one that I use. It's called We Speak Frenglish, and we are now 26,000 members, and it always, you know, melts my heart. Thank you. When I see people opening rooms there, and I'm like, oh, everybody speaks my language. This is Frenglish. That's all I want. Oh, Chloe, we love you for who you are. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I love this. Is so amazing. And
yeah.
Wow. How long are you doing this now? You said February, so
I think, okay, put it this way, mid-October, I celebrated, not really, but it was just me, and I mentioned it to my students, my 100th lesson, my 100th class.
wow.
So I believe we're now, I don't know, probably like 120, okay. Something like that. And I started, it's been, alors, I'm going to do that in French, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, 9 months. 9 months, yeah.
Amazing. That's so amazing. I love this. Wow. Jesus. And you know, how did you what brings you to London, you know?
London. Ooh, well, that's a love story for real. No, I first moved to London. Well, you know, I was studying. I was doing my studies. So it was BTS Commerce International, so international business. And you did it as well? Yeah. Really? Oh, that's amazing. And you know, at the end of the first year, well, at the time, how old are you, my love?
28.
28. Okay, so we're more or less the same generation, because I wasn't sure whether we were going to say, you know, I'm 20, and I would have said, oh my God, this is definitely a different generation. Things may have changed. So, yeah, so we had to do you remember that the internship in the first year was 2 months? And at first, I think I wanted to go, you know, just wild and just travel super far. But then I said, no, let me just go to London. So I moved there for 2 months, and I fell in love with the city. I think I needed a change. You know, I was 18, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm from Lille, the north of France. Oh, it's a bit, you know, too small of a city. Maybe I need a challenge. I didn't really want to do or go to Paris. So I wanted possibly to move overseas and then a new language. And voila, here I am.
Wow. And
from an internship to 11 years. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so crazy.
Yes.
And what do you love the most about London?
Everything. I love the people, the vibe, the mentality of the people. I mean, sorry, the people's mentality, really. That was better English, wasn't it? Everything, really. I mean, Cynthia, I've come to a stage where when you stay this long in a city, you're no longer you know, abroad or experiencing overseas. I mean, this is home. Cynthia, this is home. London is home to me. When I travel, when I go on holiday, and I'm homesick, this is London. It's London that I miss. I don't really care much for any other place when it comes to home. This is home for real and for good. So yeah, hopefully one day I'll have kids, and you know, London will be home too. I mean, who knows?
I love this. Wow. Oh, we have a question from, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Do you miss France?
Do I miss France? I go to France once a month or every other month, really. And no, not necessarily. I mean, France is gorgeous, and I'm always happy to go home and see mum and the family and the friends. But not to the extent of me missing France, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And if I'm honest, I left France, but I turned 20 here. So imagine, I left France, so I was 19-ish, and I've never really, you know, had that, oh, my first flat, my first job, I don't know, my first struggles in France, because it was all here. So which is why as well, you know, London's always got that, you know, huge, will always have a huge space in my heart like that. So yeah. Woo! Chloe's, someone says mini Chloe's. I love that. That's adorable.
Guys, if you have questions, please drop in the comment, and like this, if I can, because you have so many people, I can just straight away answer to Chloe, and she can just answer it. And Chloe, how do you master learning English? Because your native language is French, right?
Yes.
How do you learn it?
So,
Because, wow.
I was always very good at English as a child. You know, we started learning English, I believe, in CE1, so second year of primary school. Yeah, second year of primary school. I was about 7, and I loved it straight away. You know, I still remember this song. You know, yellow, red, blue, green, all these things, and it was. I don't know. For me, I always saw it as the opportunity to communicate with other people who, of course, don't speak French. And you know, I growing up, I used to buy, you know, those CDs and, you know, les CD de titres, les albums and all these things. And I remember, I can't remember exactly which year. I think it's 1998, if I'm not mistaken. And Britney Spears' album, I think it was called Baby One More Time. I'm not even sure. I'm not even a true fan, guys. But yeah, anyway, I bought it. My mum bought it for my birthday. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. And in the album, at the end, you had like that little booklet with all the lyrics. Yeah.
Okay.
And I had no idea what I was saying, but I was reading and I was learning, and the pronunciation, I didn't really have the accent, but, you know, I was asking my mum, and I had dictionaries at home, and I was looking up, you know, sometimes I could just go up to my mum and go, Mum, obviously in French, what does loneliness mean? And my mum would be like, what is she on about? I don't know. So I would look it up. And you know, just bit by bit, I'd say broaden or enhance my vocabulary. And then I've always been really good at English at school. I always had the best grades and stuff. But of course, when it came to me moving to, when I moved to London here in 2009, I realised that I had to work on accent and pronunciation. Yeah, I've got an anecdote. I was waiting for my friend Salome as well, by the way, if she's here, come say hi, love. she was, you know, just meeting me somewhere, and I wasn't really sure where McDonald's were on Oxford Street. And I asked somebody, you know, with my best French accent, really, you know, excuse me, where is McDonald's? And I understood that they couldn't, you know, they were looking at me, but we weren't understanding, you know, each other. And then the lady said, after asking me to repeat a couple of times, oh, do you mean McDonald's? And from that moment onwards, Cynthia, believe it or not, but I understood that working on the accent and on the pronunciation was really what I had to perfect, in a way, you know, in order to I don't know, not even to be perceived as a native, but just to be understood, and just to have the full experience. I went to uni. I was hanging out with friends. This sounds really mean, but this is how I've learned English. I was avoiding every single French speaker I could avoid. And I had friends from South London, and they were taking me everywhere. With them, we were going to the shops. We were playing Uno, we're playing, you know, heads or tails and things like this. And that's how I got, you know, the words and the jargon and the lingo and stuff. And then I had a boyfriend. When you have a local boyfriend, you can use everything.
I hope people, you are taking some notes about what he's saying.
Yes, get a boyfriend, get a partner. Who's local and who can help you, you know, just improve and correct. And here we go. I'm talking about boyfriend, and my mom is here. Hi, Mom. Sorry, Mom. So yeah, I practiced a lot in front of the mirror as well. So the hours of me repeating, Cynthia, you know, in front of the tube. I'm not in front of the tube, sorry, in front of the mirror, in the tube, you know, this is Piccadilly Circus. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This one, yeah? This, you know, in order to get that Piccadilly Circus. Not Piccadilly Circus, not Piccadilly Circus, but Piccadilly Circus. Yeah? That one, my love. That one. Done. So, yeah. Wow. Very, very, very intense, but there isn't, you know, there hasn't been a day where I woke up and thought, oh, you know what, I regret doing this. I regret, you know, not practicing my French, or, you know, always practice French anyway. But English is there, and my French is there as well. So I'm very happy.
I love this. And I want to say huge shout out for people for commenting. I cannot see everything.
There's Gilles. Gilles was my first interviewer here on live. I'm very happy to see him.
I see Alain, I think she said she, as you, she started learning English with Britney Spears.
Of course. Oh, thanks, guys. There's Basely. Hi. There's Adrian. How long does it take before people notice that English is not your native language? I don't know. It depends, really. I'd say sometimes a couple of hours, sometimes a couple of months.
Maybe years.
Yeah.
Maybe years. Wow. And just keep it up. Thank you, Basily, for the comment. Thank you for there's so many people. Jill, I cannot. Shakra, thank you so much for commenting, for be there. I just want to be sure I have not missed any question. I think not. Okay. Let me catch up. I think for now we answer.
We good?
Someone asked you, do you dream in English or French?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So you dream in English? Oh my gosh.
You know what? There are two things I can't bring myself to do in English. Is counting, as in calculating, not just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but when I have to put numbers together. And the other thing, I know it's really bad. I know my mum's here, so sorry, mum. Swearing. When I'm super, super, super angry, yes, I do swear, guys. French is there. The variety, my love, the richness of vocabulary, the swear words that we have. Oh my God. And then when I'm, with my British friends, they wonder, what's this? Why are you talking about? I'm not going to say it, but, why are you talking about, generation and the mother? And I'm like, don't worry about it. You don't need to go there. We swear in French, but by all means, remember that French is romantic. No swear words involved.
Oh my gosh, I love it. You guys who are bilingual, if you speak like French, another language, tell me which language are you swearing? Personally,
I can do English, but French is easier for me, and it makes more sense.
Oh my gosh. So, and you already answered how do you learn English, how you master it.
Yeah.
And one question, how did you discover actually Clubhouse app? Because
okay.
Story behind it.
That's a good one. Yes, there is a story behind this. Okay. During lockdown, the first one, I don't know how many we had, but the first one, so the big lockdown, early 2020, I was just like everybody else, I was home, wasn't I? So I was watching interviews or little clips from Gary Vee. Do you know Gary Vee?
Yeah.
And he was saying, there was that post that I don't know if he made it or if someone made it and used his picture and then his words, but it said, hi guys, it said, if, I don't know, like people didn't believe in Facebook and look at, where Facebook's at today. People didn't believe in LinkedIn and, and then Instagram and then TikTok. Oh, TikTok believe, it's just for kids. Well, look where TikTok is at now. Mm-hmm. And then it said at the bottom right corner, I remember, Clubhouse. And at the time, the picture or the oh God, what's the name? The face. Yes, that's it. The face of the app was Bumani. Yeah. And I said, oh my God, I've never heard of this app. So let me just download it. Gary Vee saying I shouldn't miss out. So let me do it. So I downloaded it. And it said, your app has been downloaded, but just wait. Anyway, I couldn't access the app straight away. So I was like, do you know what? That's fine. I have no idea what it is, but there's a waiting list. Mm-hmm. Or it's maybe it's not available in my country.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 hours later, I got a message from Clubhouse saying your friend, so it's a guy whom I know, his name is Minesh, let you in, so enter now, So I did.
Okay.
And I had no idea what it was. I was entering rooms and then people were bringing me on stage and I was like, yeah. And then I was unmuted and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? I don't understand what that is. Cynthia, I messaged 3 of my friends. I messaged Mathieu, I messaged Shaynez, and I messaged Tanny. I said, guys, I discovered this. I don't know what it is yet, but this is huge and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. Whatever it is, I'm gonna go for it. So I got in, then I invited my friend Matthew, And then the next day, or the same day, I invited Tammy, but it's actually there's a girl from the chat called Elaine who let her in. And then I managed to get Shainez a couple of days later, and the four of us were in, yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna work here. I'm gonna work here, not as in for Clubhouse, but you know, I'm gonna get all in. I'm gonna get my lessons ready. This is what I do. This is the best thing I do. Teach. Okay. You know, teaching is the best thing that I do, and it's the thing that I do best at the same time. So I'm gonna go for it.
Wow.
And yeah, so that's how I discovered it. That's how my my friends discovered it. Then I went back home a couple of weeks later. My mum said, I want to be on Clubhouse. So my mum is on Clubhouse too. And
okay.
And yeah.
So you introduced Clubhouse to your mum?
Yes.
Jesus. Oh my God.
My mum's a Clubhouse, yeah. Well, you know, she was calling me. I was like, you know, I'm doing a room. She's like, you know, what are you doing? I don't understand. What's this about? So my mum is one of these. You know, my mum is 61, so she, you know, Facebook for her, it just belongs to the past. So my mum's got 2 Instagram accounts. Yeah. My mum posts stories. She follows some influencers. You know, she can do all that. And now she's on Clubhouse. Yeah.
She needs to do some lesson to my mom, because
yes.
my everything. I love this. Wow. That's so amazing.
Bless you.
That's so amazing. And how did you manage to grow, you know, on Clubhouse? I will say you audience, but I prefer you love you beauties, because this is the way you talk. How you manage?
Mes chouchous, mes beautés, mes amours, tout. It's well, I always show up, my love. I always show up, and I always have. Yeah. So I see it this way. I did my first French class on Clubhouse. I remember it was a Sunday. I believe it must have been the 1st or 2nd weekend of February. It was under Black Francophone. I believe there was 12 of us in the class. Yeah. And I really enjoyed the interaction. At the time, I didn't even really have like a link or anything like this. I was sending slides to people. I mean, it was just horrible. I was not prepared, you know. And then my friend Tanny was managing the room. So it was a small room at first, but it didn't matter to me. It was still, you know, it was still major. What I was doing for me was major. And then I got a little bit more professional, got the Google Drive link, you know. One of my students told me, hey, Miss Dash, this is what you should do. You should have a link on your profile. And I said, you know what? That's the best thing I've never thought about it, you know. And I did. So then, by showing up 3 times a week, every time, I love rain or shine, 8:30 p.m. UK, a beginner's lesson, intermediate lesson, advanced lesson, every time, I love every time. Hi guys, click on my face. Go to my Instagram. There's a Google Drive link there. And this is it. This is it.
Wow.
So it's got to a point, my love, and I realised how major it had been for me. And, you know, when I used to go, I mean, there was 1 or 2 instances, actually more like 3 or 4, when I was going to other people's rooms on Clubhouse, just, you know, to be on stage and to have a chat. And then I'd see some of my students actually in the audience raising their hands. And of course, you know, it's not my room, so I'm not the one you know, moderating it or, you know, just doing anything. And then the mod would say, hey, have you got something to add? And they'd be like, no, you know, sorry, Chloe, by the way, what time's the lesson again? Yeah, I know it's not today, but is it tomorrow? What time is it? And I'm like, yes, this is it. This is it. I've got to keep it up. And yeah, now this is, I mean, I teach now on Clubhouse 3 times a week. And I teach outside Clubhouse 2 full days a week, which is amazing. My students are mainly, not to say exclusively, from Clubhouse. I can see here, you know, there's Willonda, who's my student. There's Dion as well. I saw my little D from Kuwait as well. He's my, so I've been teaching him one-on-one for a while now. So yeah, it has definitely changed my life fully.
Oh gosh, I love this. I see a lot of people saying you hi. I see a lot of people say beautiful. How can I translate in English? Franchement, respect pour la someone congratulate you for being consistent.
Oh, I don't even see it. It's probably after that. Yeah, I mean, it's
I see a lot of people sending love and And oh my God, this is just amazing. Keep sending love. And what major lesson have you learned through this Clubhouse experience? And I hope you're gonna learn way more lesson in the future.
Well, I mean, it's going to sound very cliche, but, you know, consistency is key. This is me. Okay. These, you know, c'est propos n'engage que moi. This is just me, you know, just saying. But, oh, I love you, Tarek, too. And Dion as well. So, I believe that in order to actually do what you want to do. I mean, for me, it's teaching. You know, some other people, it's just, you know, just doing TikTok videos or singing or dancing. You've got to show up, man. You've got to show up, and you've got to be seen. Yeah. In order to do that, especially when you start from scratch, you have no excuse, my love. You've got a platform, especially Clubhouse. For me, it was new for me. It was new for everybody. Yeah. So everybody was, you know, chilling together and stuff, which was amazing, by the way. Yes. But if you want to professionalize yourself and actually start something, you've got to show up, but you've got to show up consistently. You can't, you know, just book a room and then say, do you know what?
I need to do something for people to understand what you're saying. Just,
yeah.
I forget something new.
Oh, I see all the love messages.
Some note about what she's saying right now. If you want to do whatever you want to do, from the advice, take a pen, note it, marking, and please put action. So
bless you. So yes, my love. In order to do what I wanted to do, which was teaching on this, on this platform, I had to show up, but not show up. Or, you know, one day, hey, this is Monday, I'm going to do a class, and then maybe next week Monday, actually, if I'm not too tired, no, you know, I had to create a rendezvous. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to create, you know, real classes with people and be there constantly. I first showed up with a lesson, with a PowerPoint lesson, well structured, because this is what I do, and I've got to share it. I've got to be myself, really. So I've got to bring people on stage and make sure that they learn something, but most importantly, I've got to make sure that they are having a good time with me. So the good thing that I've done, of course, is link my Instagram as well and be able to interact with my students on the side. Some of them have been, you know, attending my classes since the beginning, and I know that I'm doing something right when, you know, some of them don't show up. It's fine, you know, they're home, they do whatever they like, they don't owe me anything, you know. And then they send me a message saying, hey, sorry, Madame Chloe, ma beauté, so they call me Chouchou as well. We haven't been, you know, we haven't been attending our classes because of personal, you know, matters. And I'm like,
that's so cute.
Have I created a school, really, you know, where, you know, they can't come in, so they send me a message apologizing in advance, or asking me if there are any homework. I mean, this when I'm telling you this has changed my life, it has changed me, it has changed the way I work, it has changed the way I see my my job, really, and my passion. So yeah, as we say, you know, blessings upon blessings. I've met amazing people as well who've told me, actually, Chloe, maybe you should do this like this and not like this. Maybe actually you should think about doing this. And I always take advice on board, really. You know, I've been asked for group classes, and yeah, group classes are actually happening. You know, I start again in Jan. So guys, if you are interested in group classes, send me a DM with the word group. I'll send you all the information. And there's one thing I have not told you, my love.
Hey?
I'll be starting group classes in English for French speakers very, very, very soon.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this as well. And I think this is gonna be something.
I love this.
Very, very, very excited. Yes. Yes, group class in Jan for French and English coming soon. Woo! Very excited.
Yes. I love that kind of news, because I think English is just like, you cannot not speaking English is like compulsory. So thank you so much for this amazing news. I hope people listen to it. You get the replay, so do not forget this amazing news. Frenchie, you can learn English with Chloe. And Chloe, what is the major advice you can give to anyone who wants to, you know, create something? It can be Clubhouse, Instagram, I mean, no matter the application where wherever people want to go, what advice can you give to people?
Do it. What's the worst that can happen?
Jeez.
Honestly, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, imagine if I had you on Clubhouse, like technically, I joined Clubhouse and I started group class. I mean, I started a room where I teach, you know, French on Clubhouse like I do now. How can you measure whether or not it's working? When do you start? When do you stop? You know, like where is the barometer? Had I joined, which was the case, and said, all right, I'm going to do my first room, my first class, it was 12 people. What am I supposed to say? It's my passion. What do I go, oh, you know, 12 people is not enough, then I quit? What do you mean? No. And I'm telling you, my love, if I had to start again, I would start again, you know, without a doubt.
Bless, I love
without a doubt, my love, because, you know, I've seen my progression in Clubhouse. I'm not sure what metrics we could use, how many people are in the room, how many people interact with me outside Clubhouse, so mainly on Instagram, you know. Go for it.
Wow. Love this. I love this. This is such... Do it, guys.
Babe, honestly, what's the worst that can happen? I'm going to do a room. There's going to be 3 people. Does this mean failing? It doesn't to me. Do you know what I mean? So how do you measure? Why would you stop, basically? This is what you like, you know? And if it hadn't been Clubhouse, my love, I would have gone somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? It is Clubhouse, and I love it. And I've, you know, I've been able to grow, and I've got a club that has grown as well. And I'm telling you, you know, sometimes just random throughout the day, I'm here, I'm just browsing my Clubhouse feed, and I see we speak Frenglish, and I'm like, this is amazing. These people are using a club that I have created, just to have a chat together, and I'm loving this. You know,
I love this.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a message from Chakra. Thank you, Chakra, for all the messages you're sending since the beginning.
Lots of love.
Summer, thank you for people who join and just wave. That's so amazing. How did
and
you...
the hearts, my love, the hearts on the side.
I got
Layla, my students. I love you girls.
How do you find the... I didn't say the strength, but yes, the strength to be consistent, because since I am on Class Bounty today, you keep showing up with the same energy, with the same positive attitude, smile, and, you know, hurt. How do you where do you find the strength to be like this, you know?
Babe, teaching French is what I do best. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing in my life that I do better than that. This is what I love doing. This is what I've been doing consistently for the past 10 plus years. Yes. And I'm loving this. Honestly, you come and have a chat with me on stage and you ask me, oh, what's the difference between tout TOUT and tout TOUS? Let's take a seat. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to break it down with you. Yeah. And my students, you know, it's amazing because when I speak, I don't realize always, you know, what I say. Fair enough, I can listen to myself, but, you know, I've got all these... Sorry, I just saw the message from D who said, Chloe, help me remove my French accent and speak in English. I love you so much. And I'm here, and then my students go, oh, do you pronounce this like this or like that? And I'm going to break it down with you. It doesn't matter, my love, how many steps it takes. It doesn't matter how many images I've got to print to your head. If I'm telling you to use your nose, I mean it. Use your nose. You know, it's not gonna work if you don't. And then I feel like because I'm so dedicated and because I want people to get it right, I've got the patience. I find the patience, and to me, it's not even the strength. I mean, I love my Clubhouse rooms. I love, you know, for example, today's Thursday, that's fine. But yesterday, Wednesday, I was very excited. I was ready at 14 past 8. I was like, oh my God, should I open the room now? No, actually, let's wait. That's fine. 8:30. Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I teach French. Click the link on top of my face. Sorry, but I used to click on my face. And let's just click the link above. And then, you know, you just click there and it says Clubhouse, today's lesson. This is it, guys. Page number 3. Go for it, you know? And I'm loving it.
I love it.
Loving it, my love. Honestly, this is what I do best. And you can't take that away from me. Do you know what I mean? So it goes back to your question about passion and what advice would you give people? Just do it. just do it. It doesn't matter what it is. If this is what you love and this is what makes your, you know, your soul shake, and this is what you wake up for and you want to do, try. If it doesn't work first, how can you tell it doesn't work? And then if you realize it's not for you, okay, no big deal, try something else, you know? It doesn't matter.
I love this.
It really doesn't.
I love this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thanks so much, Chakra. Oh my gosh, she's so, I don't know if she, thank you so much.
Adorable.
Thank everyone for the hurt and the question. If you do have question, please just, this is your opportunity, you know, to just ask Chloe question, and she will see if she can answer.
Of course.
One more, I'm like, one question more, Chloe. How do you manage to organize a week? Because you are very consistent, you have a life, you're teaching. How do you organize, you know, your week to be efficient and help the student to grow and to be, you know, to learning every week?
So the Clubhouse rooms, I have done in total per level a set of between 10 and 12 classes. Okay. So at the end of every class, I can see, you know, what's worked and what hasn't really worked. And then, you know, I just make a few corrections and then they come back. So every 10, 12 weeks on Clubhouse, the same lessons come back. When you think about it, 10, 12 weeks is quite long, you know? So it's essentially what, I don't know, 12 weeks, it's just under 3 months. Yeah, you may come across the same lesson, but again, there are some, you know, subtle twists, and it's not the same crowd and it won't be the same questions. So that to me was done once, and I rework on it, but now I know my lessons. Yeah. Now my one-to-one or my group classes, it's a different story. And this is not good advice, guys, honestly, not good advice at all, but I do not sleep much at all. I do 4 hours, 5 hours when I'm, you know, when I've got like when I can do a grass mat. I sleep 6 hours. I wake up at 7. That's my grass mat kind of thing. Because usually 7 a.m. I'm teaching. This morning, 7 a.m. I was teaching. I've got a lovely student in Egypt, and I'm helping her, bless her, prepare her DELF A2 certification. And I love it. Of course, at some point, I'm going to get tired. So I need to find, you know, a new way to organize this, because I still work full time. So slowly, my love, we'll get there. But to answer your question, so yes, I work long hours for now, because I just want to give my students the best lessons, the most fun, entertaining. It doesn't matter what it is, but I want them to learn. I want them to have fun. I can't just do a lesson on l'imparfait and just grammar and just read it. You know, I've got to add some Lupin. I've got to add some. Last time, I can't remember what I did. I think it was a lesson on. I think I added some Un gars une fille. I think we added some stuff about les influenceurs vivant en Dubai, you know, things like this. And you need to keep it interesting. You need to stimulate your students. Otherwise, what's the difference between you and other teachers, you know?
That's true, though. That's so true.
What's the point? I mean, you know, you can learn French, fair enough. I mean, French or any other language online, but what makes you, you know? What makes you, what makes your students want to learn with you? And I'm very grateful for Clubhouse, because I remember, you know, back in the day when I wanted to learn Arabic, for example, you know, I used to go on a website and it said, oh, there's, you know, that's the whole quantity of, not quantity, but, you know, this is how many teachers we have. And then, you know, I picked Nisreen. Nisreen was lovely. I used to travel up to North London for her to teach me. That was good. But maybe if I had Clubhouse at the time and I would have looked up, you know, Arabic classes, I would have found maybe Nisreen or another Nisreen with whom I would have interacted, and I would have come on stage and she would have, you know, made me read and said, "Hi, ma beauté, comment tu vas? Alors, on est à la page numéro 3." And I would have done that, you know?
Yeah.
And so to me, Clubhouse has changed I guess, you know, my number of inquiries per week has, you know, I don't know, maybe I've 10x'd it, you know, times 10 because of Clubhouse, or thanks to Clubhouse, you know. So it's a lot of work, but I'm loving it. I'm going to need to be better organized at some point. Otherwise, you know, at some point I'm going to need to rest. But yeah, it will work. Rachid, pourquoi toujours la page 3? Leave me alone.
I love. Do we have some questions to
Yeah.
use French songs or English ones? I love your voice. Oh, that's true. You are so energetic. I just agree on that one. You are such a good vibe, as I said.
Oh.
I love this. Um. Okay. Oh, good question. How many languages do you speak besides French and English?
I've studied Spanish. Hang on. From the age of 13 up until 18. But funny enough, now when I speak Spanish, I do have an English accent, which is the weirdest thing. I'm not sure where it comes from. I studied Italian as well for 3 years in high school. I've done Arabic lesson 1 a million times, and D, my students here, is saying Chloe's Arabic pronunciation is better than a native. Merci, Habibi, merci. And I've started to learn Farsi not so long ago, but I need to find even more time to practice, because I think this is such a beautiful language. I mean, you know, I've got many Iranian students, and you know, the language sounds like a song to me. So I'd love to become fluent in Farsi.
Language. Where does people speak Farsi?
So mainly in Iran.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, Afghanistan as well, or some parts of it.
Okay.
But guys, if I make a mistake, do let me know, but I don't mean to offend anyone. I believe it's mainly spoken in Iran.
Okay. Yeah. Farsi. Okay. You have someone who say, and soon Russian.
Oh, yes. Is it Adrian?
Wow, I love this. Aside of teaching, I know you are passionate about. We can all feel that you when you talk about teaching, you feel like we can see the star in your eyes. Do you have another passions?
Yes, I paint. I have not properly painted or as much as I would have wanted in a while, but yeah, I mean, I'm in my studio, so you've got all the colors and stuff like this right here. I mean, I'm dying to start painting again, hopefully from Jan onwards, and have more time. So yeah, you know, do you know, it's funny because when I joined Clubhouse, my you know, in my bio it said, well, this is me, you know, it said I hang on, I teach French and I paint a lot. Then I changed it to I paint a lot and I teach French. And I know that, you know, God's willing, from January onwards, I'll just be doing these 2 things. So I'm very, very, very excited.
I love it. And by the way, someone's mentioned that your paintings are on your Instagram, which is true. So if you go on Chloe profile.
Oh, I have removed them. I need to bring them back, guys. I've got so many.
Do you painting for yourself, or can you paint for people, for example?
I have done quite a few commission paintings.
Okay.
Some of them have gone to France, others have gone to Nigeria. I sold, I believe, 4 paintings to clients from Lagos for the past 2 years. I have painted for myself as well, for friends. Yeah, I mean, my last painting, I think I talked about it, or I mentioned it in my story a couple of weeks ago, and I've had people telling me, oh my God, did you make this? This is beautiful. So I'm looking forward to get back to it, trust me.
I love this. I love this. Well, we have someone asking, okay, oh my God, so many. When was the moment realize her why teaching and not another job?
Well, I have always been really good and really patient when it comes to explaining stuff. I mean, stuff in general, but mainly the French language. And in my very first live interview with Gilles, who was there earlier, I explained to him that, you know, when I moved to the UK, actually a year later, so 2011, I was looking for a job. And me and my friends were just walking down Oxford Circus, that's a true story, so Oxford Street, with CVs, you know, to just hand in and actually find a job. And then, you know, I found this ad that said, oh, French teaching jobs, and it's, you know, 20 up to 25 pounds an hour. And for me at the time, it was huge. Wow. I went there, got to the interview, and she said, well, have you got any experience teaching French? You know, she was going through my CV, and I said, no, but I'm a teacher. She said, well, what do you mean? I'm a teacher. I want to teach. I was so bad, Cynthia. I was terrible. I used to show up late. I used to forget some of my students, or during the class, I would want to improve. Yeah, I would want to improve on my English myself. You know, I would tell the students, one of them, I was like, all right, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do your homework, but just speak to me in English. And obviously it was really bad. But then with time, of course, I got a little bit more, became more professional. I became better at it. Okay. And yeah, I've never lost a passion. So my love, I've been, you know, 2019, for example, Monday was my day off. I used to teach French. Are you ready? In kindergartens, nurseries. Yeah, so the whole day I used to go, so I lived in Bayswater at the time. I used to take the train. I'd go to Finsbury Park and then Arsenal, and then back to South London, Lewisham, and then back to Putney, where I was doing, you know, just the French club in the afternoon. So for babies, and then up to, I think, primary school. I think my eldest student at the time was 9 years old. So I've done this. I've taught professionals in companies. I've taught individuals, so adults, students. I mean, yeah.
So you have like a proper expertise and a range of...
Yeah. Babe, this is what I do best. And that's the only thing that I'm just excellent at. You know, it's teaching French. It's telling you why we spell this like this and not like that, and why is this pronounced like this and not like that. You know, and how to lose your own accent, and how to improve your vocabulary, and what to read and what not to say. You know, and I'm very available as well for my students. You know, I've got, you know, students messaging me during the day. Chloe, I've come across this song. What does that mean? And whenever I have a chance, I'll be like, okay, this is what it means, but actually you can say it like that. Or you can say like this, and this is a synonym, and actually this word is also used, but don't say that. This doesn't belong to the same, you know, category, so don't say that, you know? So it really is a passion, love.
Wow. So I hope he doesn't answer your question, Nicholas. We have someone asking what of your previous job do you miss the most? You might be missing some words.
Mate, I don't even see the questions anymore.
Really?
No, the page, the chat has stopped, but it's fine.
I think it's almost 1 hour, but we're gonna keep. Yes, time flies so fast. I was like, is there, like, when you think of the future for Chloe as a teacher, you think you're gonna have, I don't know, you're on a cool Chloe-school or something like this, or, you know?
I've got plans, my love. I've got, it's not even dreams, it's more, you know, vision.
Yeah.
I've got a clear vision of what I want, but now I need to find the path to get there. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, we'll have time to discuss it whenever it's a bit clearer for me. But definitely, this is what I want to do. I teach French. I teach English to French people, mainly because I can understand the psychology behind their own doubts when it comes to the language, when it comes to the pronunciation, and when it comes to the accent, because these challenges were once mine, you know. So I've got a couple of ideas and of plans already in place, or just about to, you know, to be not even drafted, but implemented. Yeah, that's more the word. And I'm very much looking forward to it. But yes, I'd love to. I mean, I'm very, very happy where I am right now. And of course, education and teaching these two languages is what I do best, I think.
Yes. And what advice can you give to a French who want to master his English, you know?
Come to me. Come to me. Give me a call. Send me a DM. Send me an email. We'll have a chat, and I can definitely help you. I have one at the moment. I've got one student who is French and who is learning English with me, or at least improving his pronunciation, his accent, and everything else. And it is going tremendously well. I can see that, you know, I can see the progress. I can see that they're happy where they're at and where they're going. And, you know,
love that.
Very, 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 very interesting as well, you know, from a teacher's point of view, to see where your students started and where they are now. You know, I've got a student, for example, when I first started teaching him, he had, you know, some vocabulary words and sentences in French. However, he knew them all by heart. you know, he didn't really understand the structure behind it and why were we choosing this word and not that one. And I believe we must have taken 25 or 26 classes together of 1 hour. And of course, throughout, as you know, as the lessons went by, as a teacher, I was able to notice that he had, you know, improved in some areas, and that now he could think logically in French and know why we were using this verb and not that one, and understand why there we had to use le subjonctif présent, and why there it was imparfait and not passé composé. All these things, yeah, and it makes me happy. It makes me really happy, and I don't know, my love. It's the feeling is amazing, knowing that you've actually helped somebody achieve something, or you know, just took them where they were and brought them a little bit higher, or sometimes at the end of where they wanted to, you know, that's it, this is what they wanted to achieve. Then the feeling is, to me, is second to none. Trust me.
By the way, I saw a lot of people saying yes for Chloe Dash School, yes for Chloe Dash. So,
my love, I don't see the comments. This is driving me crazy. I don't see the love. I don't even see the hearts anymore. I don't see anything. I'm not sure what I've done, but yeah, but it's fine. I mean, you know, I love it that you're reading it to me, and this is so nice to see everybody here. Trust me.
that's so bad. But anyway, I think this, I love this interview. I think we can go on and on.
Yes.
I would want to ask you, how can you explain the name of my podcast? Because it's very typical French idioms. And I was wondering, like, how can you explain it? And I was like, oh, I forget. Chloe's a French and English teacher. Explain it for a non-French speaker.
Alors, the way I'd explain Philosophie de Comptoir, of course, you know, you'd have to understand first each word. And philosophie, of course, it's self-explanatory. This is, you know, the idea of philosophy. In French, when we talk about philosophie, we talk about essentially having existential conversations, you know, just conversations about the meaning of life and about concepts that have been most of the time existing for years, or even for most recent ones. However, guys, cependant, de comptoir is the idea of being in a bar or in a pub, and basically most of the time meeting with strangers or meeting with your friends and actually discuss these concepts. So not everybody here is actually qualified in anything. I mean, of course, you know, you understand what I mean, my love. You know, you could be, you know, a doctor and somebody who's, you know, who's got another job, and you know, just chat together. However, the concept, the way I understand it, is just friends or people who are together at the same place, same time, and who are actually, you know, discussing life, you know, life and exchanging ideas and essentially having a good time, my love, which is pretty much what we're doing right now. So
exactly,
yeah, spot on, my love.
I love it. I love it. I mean, best explication ever. Well, guys, do you have any question for Chloe before we wrap up? Oh, I see a lot of hurt, a lot of love.
Oh, I don't see them, but guys, I love you so much. Trust me.
Do you have anything you want to add, Chloe? Maybe something I forgot? I know.
I mean, yes, of course, my love. I wanted to thank you because we've been talking about doing this interview for months, I believe. And then I think we started talking about it for sure. I was in France. And then, you know, we couldn't, we had, I'd say, you know, conflicting schedules, and then eventually it happened. So thank you so much for, of course, thinking of me first to be in Philosophie de Comptoir, for having me, of course, for taking an hour of your precious time to discuss me. And also, my love, for accepting to doing it live, because I believe that this is new for you as well.
Exactly, brand new thing.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? You feeling good? I'm
feeling good because, you know, good energy, and, you know, I accepted the challenge. Remember, I was like on a challenge. I accepted, let's go, try new things. That's my energy. So really good, really, really good. Amazing. And you guys, do you enjoy it? Do you have any question you want to ask before we close? I will say the room, but not the room, actually.
Before we're in the room, you know, always good. All right, guys, I'm going to close the room. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I go. But yeah, this is not. I have a question for you, actually, my love.
Yes, tell me.
Of course, this is Instagram. And of course, there's the option of doing live conversations like this. Would you attend a language class on Instagram Live?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Especially for what you said about, the English for French. I would love to try it. Yes, I
Yeah.
would try it. I would love to.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
So I would be like, Cynthia, go ahead. I was like, okay.
This is amazing.
Also, we have like Michelle who said this was a fun interview. Great.
Oh.
Lovely live. Okay. Shakra said, I felt so happy. So that's so good. That's so good. Thank you guys for your lovely message, your time, your hurt. And of course, Chloe, for your amazing energy as usual. So I love it. And I'm waiting for your celebration party, maybe on Clubhouse, I guess.
Woo! Celebration. My God, there's so many coming. I mean, last time I checked my Clubhouse follow account, I was on 19.8. So maybe in a couple of days I'll hit 20,000, which is of course major for me, because I feel like I know these people. They've attended my room, so I know these people. So, the idea of, getting to thank them means the most to me. I did it when I hit 10K, which was for me major, but now thinking that, my next milestone is 20, I couldn't have, imagined it 10 months ago even. But if you had told me back in Jan 2021, okay, in a month there's going to be an app that's going to change your life in so many different ways and you're going to do well, I would have thought, right, okay, I'm not sure, but yeah, all right, let's see. But now I actually see it, and I'm very excited to see what's coming, really.
I love this. I really love this. And I see someone said 20K, 20 years old.
I wish, guys, I wish. Next birthday is 31, guys. 31. I'll be turning 31 years old on the 21st of this month.
How do you feel about it? Because I'm not 30 yet, and I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about reaching this milestone of 30. How do you?
I mean, I'm looking forward really to seeing what the future holds. So 31, 30, 30 actually, it was something, but 31, I mean, this is not major, and I feel good. I feel very good about this.
Amazing. Well, guys, thanks so much for this amazing live, for your interaction, for the love. When it started, I was like, oh, we're gonna be only 5 people, and I see people coming and sharing things of love. So that's so amazing. Thanks, Chloe.
Merci.
A lot of people keep saying really happy for you. So guys, help Chloe to reach the 20K on Clubhouse. So you know what you need to do, sharing her Clubhouse and following, etc. And well, I would say my major haha moment was, I think it was one day on Clubhouse when you did like a translation for some, what was that? I don't remember the name of the room, but you were translating
live
from English to French and the reverse, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. It was so amazing, and that's something I will always remind, stick in my head.
I haven't done that in a while, but it's true that I mean, for the people who don't really know what we're talking about, in Clubhouse, thanks to a lovely friend of mine called Maxime and my lovely friend Rashid, of course, we have met a bunch of lovely, extremely lovely and adorable American moderators, Christian and Jarrett, at the time, and we decided to create this room called Town Hall Highlights, which took place every Monday. I think we did it for 5 times, where as Americans, they were coming to our rooms and just sharing the highlights of the town hall that had taken place the day before. And I was doing the simultaneous translation, or not simultaneous, consecutive interpretation from English to French, then taking questions in French to translate to them in English, and they would reply in English and I would say it in French. So it's intense, but I really enjoyed it. And this is what I do as well. So yeah.
I think it was one of the moments I loved the most during that crazy period, because it was like so many people I think, cool access to these amazing people who have amazing knowledge. And sometimes when you cannot understand English, I think it might feel like so frustrating because you want to know, and then you were there and you literally change this issue, and it was such a great moment on Clubhouse. And yes, well,
do you know that, okay, one thing I don't really talk about, I get very emotional, and one thing you may not know is that on August the 10th, I ended my room. I mean, on a very positive note and stuff, but my students had so many positive things to say about me. Still have, Shiv is talking about this, that I actually cried. I broke down in tears in my own room on Clubhouse, just sobbing and, just being, flooded with all these compliments. And I received so many hearts and so many voice notes of people saying, thank you, and thank you for everything that you do and stuff. And, in French, as we say, je peux mourir pour ça, vraiment, je peux mourir pour ça. So, yeah, I get emotional, and when we're gonna, end this live, I'm gonna go cry a little bit for all the kind words and the hearts, and just go, wow, this is for me, and I can't believe it still. So yeah, merci beaucoup.
Let's wrap up with what is your favorite word in English and in French?
Woo! In French these days, probably the one that I use the most is chouchou. Sociaux. And in English, probably love. I don't know how many times I've called you my love in this interview, but I think it says a lot about me. Love is chouchou, and this is, what I want and all I do, and, just the way I carried myself, and I managed to convey my passion through love and through all my chouchou. Then I'm the happiest, my love. Trust me.
Yes, I love this energy. Well, guys, thanks so much for this moment, for this hour. You will have the replay on IG if you want to, see it again. Thanks for the comments, the love. Guys, if you want more, interaction in English, please do let me know, because this is, of course, new thing for me, a new thing for doing this IG live with Chloe. So thanks so much for this opportunity to try something new.
You've done really well, my love. Thank you so much for hosting this all in English. You've done well, my love. We want to see more of this.
So guys, if you want this more, let me know. Thanks. Shakra is just so amazing. She said thank you to you. Thank you to Chloe. So thank you, guys.
I still don't see the comments, but guys,
I'm sending
you love. So much love. I can't see.
Maybe you love. During the play, I hope so.
Maybe. Hopefully.
And do you have any room tonight?
No.
Okay.
No. Tonight I'm preparing my group lessons that I will be giving on Sunday. So yeah.
And I guess your students are all over the world, right? Because you mentioned Egypt, you say Kuwait.
Yeah, and on Sunday, I know we're saying bye and stuff, and I'm just here opening a new door again. Sunday, my first lesson takes place at 11 UK time, 11 hour time, yeah. And I've got 3 students. One of them lives in Chelsea, so not too far from me, probably, I don't know, 2 miles. And one lives in New York.
Oh my
God! And the other one, I can't exactly remember where she lives. However, when I start teaching and I go, hi girls, it's 5 a.m. for her.
I can't believe it.
And this is nuts. The fact that, I've got people whom I didn't know, a year ago, and who are now saying, yes, not only do we want to pay to attend your classes or your class, morning class, but also we're going to attend at 5 a.m. our time. On Mondays, I teach French for intermediates. I've got one student called Jackie. I think when we start the class, she lives in Edmonton in Canada. It's 4 a.m. for her. Yeah. I still can't process this, This is amazing.
And we have Chakra in the comments who's saying like, I'll be joining her for a group session in Jan. I'm from India.
Yeah! I've got students from India as well already. That's amazing. But more, you know what, man? I should do a map. I'm going to do a map, yeah? I'm going to buy a world map, and orange is my color, you know that, yeah? And I'm going to, you know, just add like an orange, I don't know if I'll do it with a pen or if I'll just color it. I'll just use paint. Oh, do you know what? This is it. I'm going to buy a world map.
Do it.
Orange paint. Do it. I'll do it, my love. Done. C'est fait.
We have the VAR in France.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. I love this. Anyway, it's just a reminder that, guys, maybe you should do like a Chloe Dash English tribe or something like this. It will be amazing, I think. You know. Anyway, thank you guys for everything. Thanks, Chloe.
Merci à toi.
You will be able to watch this again on the replay on IG. If you want more interview in English, please do let me know. And also tag the people you want to see here on Philosophie de Comptoir. Thank you guys for everything. Cynthia,
bisous, bisous. Bisous tout le monde. À bientôt, mes chouchous. Bisous, bisous, bisous. Merci, Cynthia. Merci pour tout.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, my love.